Welcome back, guys, to a new dividend update. So this is all the dividends we have received in the month of July. So over here, just to begin with, we have our portfolio performance in the past month, and our portfolio value is just above 3,000 right there. You can see the last day, literally, it's gone down a tiny bit because of all the recent news about tariffs and whatnot. Let's take a look though at our dividends. So let's go down here. I'll just show you on this one over here all the holdings that we have at the moment. So the majority of our holdings is in realty income at the moment, and then we're building up some of the other ones over here as well, especially the JP Morgan Global Growth and Income, JGGI. I really like that one there. We've got Main Street in here as well, BlackRock World Mining Trust, some renewable trig over here, renewables, and even some solid stocks over here from the UK in terms of National Grid over here. Let's go ahead, start with our first stock, which is always going to be Realty Income, paying us that lovely monthly dividend. So this time Realty Income managed to pay us, let's take a look over here. So dividends €4.41 after our withholding tax rate of 15% on 22.5 shares there, guys. 22.5 shares. Let's take a look over here, 1 month over here. And our returns is, well, we are at a gain in terms of the stock, but it's the FX that's hurting us at the moment. So there we are, 24.5 shares. Decent amount. Definitely want to build that up for the long-term monthly dividends. Let's take a look at the next one. We have another monthly dividend stock, which is Main Street Capital over here as well. This one's been doing pretty well right there, especially in the past couple of months and past year. Let's take a look at the return over here. 25% return, minus 4% FX impact there. We only have 5 shares. I haven't been buying any more shares because it's at an all-time high, so I want to wait until it goes down a tiny bit more. Don't want to average up, kind of want to average down, but we'll see. We'll see the direction it takes in the next months and days. Let's take a look over here how much that paid us, and it only gave us 93 cents there after our withholding tax rate of 15% on those 5 shares there. Okay, and we got one more dividend there that month. So that was National Grid over here paying us. National Grid pays 2 times a year and not 4 times. We have a holding of 10 shares at the moment. We are in the green there, minus 2% FX impact, but up 18% overall in the stock over here. It's been doing pretty well there as well, almost at a all-time high there. I'm waiting for it to go down a tiny bit more as well before I want to add any more, because it seems to be doing a cycle of going all the way to the very it reaches an all-time high and then comes back down after a few months, it seems like. So I'm just waiting for it to come back down before buying any more. But let's take a look at how much National Grid gave us this time. So with the history over here, National Grid, €3.56. Withholding tax rate this time is 0 from these UK stocks. So that all adds up into €8.90 from those 3 right there. So that's pretty good. A good start, especially for a 3K portfolio, but it's the long term we want for these dividends over here. So if we switch over now to some of these graphs over here from our Excel spreadsheet, the first graph I'm going to show you is the annual dividends so far that we have received. And as you can see over here in 2025, we have gotten year to date is €51.84, absolutely smashing last year's dividends that we had received right there. So love that trajectory right there. And let's move on to the next chart, which is the monthly dividends. Now, this is a really nice one that I like to look at and track. So you can see over here from 2024 all the way into 2025 how the dividends have been growing month over month, because we've been trying to stay consistent and buy into some of these stocks. So you can see over here back in June, we had our highest dividend month so far, as €14.55, coming down this month in €8.90 right there. Let's take a look now to our next chart as well and see how much we've gotten dividends off of each stock. And since the majority of our portfolio is currently in Realty Income. Realty Income is giving us the vast majority of our income right here, currently giving us 25 euros and 77 cents so far. National Grid coming in there as well, giving us almost 6 euros. Main Street is almost 5 euros. JGGI almost 6 euros there, and everything else is giving us a tiny bit of change there, but it all adds up anyway. Let's go over here to a pie chart over here, and we can see over here Realty Income giving us 49% of our dividends. Year to date, National Grid 10%, Main Street almost 10% as well, JGGI 10%. So 50% of our dividends coming in from Realty Income at the moment. We do want to build up some of those other positions so that we aren't overly exposed to Realty Income at the moment there, guys. So now if you switch over to this little app, which is called Dividend Tracker, a completely free app on the App Store that I like to use over here, you can see we have reached our passive income goal of 10 euros, and we've changed it up now to 20 euros over here, monthly passive income goal. So that's what we want to aim for. Probably won't reach that for like another year or so, based on the rate that we are dollar cost averaging into some of these stocks at the moment. But we can see over here our dividend trailing 12-month yield is 4.9%. Yield on cost is 5%, so that's a really good nice high dividend yield right there. Received income on this app is 50 euros 85 cents. Year to date we are expecting 102 euros right there. That's if we don't buy any more stocks there. And then our monthly income over here, you can see a nice little projection. I like to use this app. This is my favorite thing about the app over here. So in August, we are expecting right around the same thing over here, guys, with 7 euros and 94 cents. We're getting some from PHP Properties right there, 2 euros 16. Main Street, once again, 95 cents. And then Realty Income, 4 euros and 83 cents. But September and October looking better months there, getting more than 10 euros per month there. Those months we're going to be getting Main Street, Realty Income, BlackRock World Mining Trust. Trig is also going to be paying out on those months, and we're going to get an extra Main Street payment right there. So definitely looking forward to that. And if we see the next forward 12 months, it's looking pretty nice and consistent. That's what we like. Trying to average 10 euros per month and trying to increase that slowly over time. So guys, that's going to be it from me. That's my dividends so far. 10 euros per month, happy enough about reaching that goal. Now we want to try and reach 20 euros per month will be super nice. And trying to get it consistent over each month as well. So guys, hope you guys like that. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next month.